So in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that might affect you, might not affect you, depending on if you guys went about doing this. If you guys don't know, there was something going on with Descent and a few players. I don't know how many. I just know it was happening. They were taking advantage of an exploit in Descent. You guys know that's the new game mode. Pretty much getting crazy amount of XP. And I believe in this last update, they fixed it, right? Now, if you look right here, Morton actually talks about it a little bit. He says, we know about the exploit in Descent and players are certainly also aware of what they are doing. We have a temp fix incoming. And then that actually went live today with the update. You guys know they were actually working on that. Morton is the product director for the Division game at Ubisoft Massive. And it even got more interesting today. So somebody asked the question, Mr. Shane right here. He says, just curious, the Division game, what is the max amount possible that a person can level up their watch in 24 hours? And then Morton comes out and says, much less than some players are currently, which will be addressed. Now, what I take from which will be addressed is, looks like we might be seeing some type of rollback, some type of temp ban. Who knows what the punishment will be to fit the crime. So if you guys did this, obviously you guys are grown adults. You guys know what you guys were doing. And then for everybody else who didn't, well, I guess you were smart, right? So you guys won't be affected. But the people who are, it looks like a ban might be coming, maybe even a rollback. I'm predicting, I don't know, maybe a rollback to the beginning of the season, obviously, because that's when this all started, right? So you would just have to start back from maybe worse, but who knows? I did go in and read some of the comments underneath there. Obviously, I was being funny, put a little GIF right there, but then look at this. Now, someone does ask the question, so are you guys doing a permanent ban, or is it 7 days, 14 days, 30 ban stuff? How are you addressing this? So again, people are unsure what they mean by that. And then someone says you can easily do around 80 to 150 shade levels a day if you know how to do it. Now, I honestly think this guy was a little confused because he's talking about the legit way, but that's not what this whole conversation is about. I hope these bans going out, because this is far worse than the turret glitch was years ago, and we had a ban and rollback then. To me, what I'm gathering from this is that they've been tracking it, right? If he says it's going to be addressed, it just seems logical, right? If you just think about it, yo, they might have been tracking everything, and it just makes sense, right? With technology and softwares, with running a game, I'm sure they could see how much a player gains in XP per hour, right? And how much the max you should be able to gain from Descent or gain period. And when some players are gaining 1,000 shade levels an hour, or however many shade levels they're gaining, you know, it gets pretty crazy, and it's pretty obvious. And they could have a system that's flagging those accounts, and they just have to go double check them, like, okay, yeah, this account was definitely doing something it shouldn't do. Now, where they reset that, hey, that's up to them. I just don't understand why people would think they could just do this and there would be no consequences, or there just wouldn't be any kind of rollbacks or bans. Like, you know, it's against the TOS in the game, right? Like you all signed it. So hopefully we find out sooner than later, because that way the players can just do the punishment and then get back to it, right? But I think the waiting is probably driving them a little crazy now that they know something is coming. But what we're gonna do here is, I did want to address a couple other things. That was the main thing we were talking about today, is the bans, because I know a lot of people have been asking, yo, are people gonna be banned? And then I know some people are just very scared on what's gonna happen to their account. But what I wanted to talk about now is, we know we had an update for 18.1. It didn't go as smoothly as they would like. They had multiple extensions, and then finally the Apparel event they had to postpone. It was having issues, so they actually sent out this message right here. We will go live with TU 18.1 in approximately 2 hours. Due to the continuous outage, it was decided to postpone the Escalation Apparel event. We will share more news about the Apparel event release as soon as we can. The team is eager to see you dressed in the Escalation outfits. Now, I'm assuming what they mean by the continuous outage is the servers being out and they just needed more time to get the Apparel event active and maybe whatever they were trying to do. So I think right now that was the main reason why they had to delay. They were having issues with the Apparel event itself. And when they went to go push it live, it was having issues. They just need more time to fix it. And when they fix it, we should have that Apparel event. But yeah, I know some of you guys were excited for that, but looks like we have to wait a little bit longer. But when it does come, we'll have it. I mean, we have a ton of apparel in the game, guys. Waiting a little bit for an apparel event, I'm sure we will be okay. There's also a there's a global event going on, the Guardians. So if you guys want to play the Guardians, that one is active. You also have the league activities. So you have some stuff to do. Oh, Countdown's been working, guys. I actually played it a lot today. Some of you guys might have seen me. I know a few of you guys messaged me on Twitter. Yeah, Countdown has been working. I know sometimes it seems like it's bugged and then all of a sudden it starts. So I know before it would never start, but now like it seems like if you just wait a little bit, if it doesn't start right away, boom, it goes. And I didn't have too much issues. I mean, I didn't think I have one game that we had to leave, and I played probably a good 40. I was farming a chess piece, but yeah, so looks like it kind of got that taken care of at least. I mean, not everything was fixed. I know there were some things on the patch notes. Some people say that wasn't fixed. I haven't been able to test everything, so I will go back and take a look at those. I know Unbreakable still isn't working, so it procs once and then doesn't proc again. I know there are a couple other bugs and fixes that they still are currently working on. So hopefully they can get that all taken care of. You guys know me. I try to stay away from the rant videos. So I just wanted to kind of keep you guys up to date on what is currently going on with the exploit that was going on, bans possibly coming, and then obviously you guys know what happened with the update today and why it actually took so long. So hopefully they can take care of all of that and get the Apparel event going, and then we'll have it soon. But more than anything for me is I hope they can get a lot of the bugs that came with title update 18 and get it fixed, because I know a lot of people are not too happy, especially if you play in the dark zone or PvP. They're a little upset with what's going on with talents, and you know, we want everybody to have fun. And I currently been in a lot, you guys probably see me a lot in the dark zone recently, either on European or US servers, depending if I'm playing with my clan or if I'm playing solo. It just depends. So hopefully I see you guys out there on those streets. And if you do, well, don't be upset if we end up fighting. It's all fun and games. You know, I have no hard feelings when I die, and hopefully you guys don't either. So I'm gonna wrap up this video here, guys. This is a little update for you, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, Nothing But Skills out. Take it easy, everybody.